Hi guys, this is Kayla.
And this is Becky, and we're with a couple of these reads.
Yes, and we also enjoy our weekly wine. What is the weekly wine, Becky?
Well, we're staying with Galvant.
Yes.
And this one is, we did red last week, the Sauvignon, Cabernet Sauvignon. This one is Sauvignon Blanc.
Ooh.
Okay. And this is our white wine. And you know, white wine goes really well with seafood.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought it went very well with the book I'll be reviewing shortly. So let's see what we have.
I love.
It smells like summer.
I know. I love the smell of Scout and Cellar wine. Like I feel like my normal
that is good.
my normal Walmart wine.
Yeah.
My normal Walmart wine. It doesn't smell good. This wine smells like you said, like summer. Let's try it.
It just like it does smell good. That is so good. And you know, this is the thing about being a Scout and Cellar customer as well as a consultant. I do the Scout Circle every month, and they have a variety of Scout Circle, things. You can get all white, you can get all red, you can get a mix, you can do 4 bottles, 6 bottles, 12 bottles, you can get it every month, you can get it every 3 months, you can get one every 6 months. I mean, ever how you want to set it up to do. And I started out getting it like a 6 bottle every other month, and then I found myself just totally running out of wine, and I would want the really good stuff, so I went to getting it every month, and I do the mixed, so where I get reds, I get whites, I get rosés, and that's how I became such a rosé lover, because it was not something I really cared that much for. I didn't think anyway. And Sauvignon Blanc was probably my least favorite wine.
It was definitely mine. Going back to my Walmart wine, the only Sauvignon Blanc.
Walmart, what is wrong with her?
Listen, the only Sauvignon Blanc I'd ever tried was a very cheap wine, and it tasted like fingernail polish.
Yeah,
I hated it. This is amazing.
But Scout and Cellar has really changed my mind.
It's changed my palate.
And my palate. It's exactly what I was going to say, because we've tried several Sauvignon Blancs from different wineries, and I've loved them all. And this one is maybe one of my favorites.
This might be. Okay. Okay, hold on.
This is really
Hold on. I've got to guess something.
This is smooth. It's very smooth.
Is there pineapple in
this?
There is. Oh, okay.
That is what you're tasting.
My favorite juice is pineapple, and I'm like,
you can really taste it in
wow.
here. Yes. This is for me, it's almost like a tropical drink because it has mango as well. Peach, and then citruses.
Yeah.
Different citrus.
So it means it's also healthy. Don't.
Gluten-free, sugar-free. It's vegan.
My sister-in-law's a nurse, and she says pineapple juice is the way to build up your immune system. Oh. So let me just pour myself.
She's going to build up her immune system.
I'm building my immune
We're
system.
not saying that does
it
this.
Does not.
We're joking, but
please, that's a joke.
That's a joke. It's a joke. And of course, it's a white wine. It pairs so well with fish, and they suggested like fish tacos, and I can definitely see sitting at the beach having a fish taco with this. I think that would be lovely. Or a shrimp taco.
Pan-seared tilapia that I do.
Oh, yeah.
Baked on top of lemons.
Yes. This would go so well with that. It really would.
A little bit of rosemary.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know, cheeses, salads, anything. This is a great wine and guess what? It's on sale right now. It is on sale right now. So yes, we need some. So anyway, if you're looking for a good light summery wine, I think the Galvant's Sauvignon Blanc is it. And I think it pairs wonderfully with A Seaside Saga by Joanne DeMaio. I reviewed a book a couple of weeks ago, the Moonbeam Child thing that I can never remember.
Moonbeam Star Child.
Can never get the name of that novel right. But this is book number 23 in the Seaside Saga. I have number 20. I see, this is 23. I read 22, 23. 24 is on its way here now, be delivered any day. And then 25's coming out in August.
Ooh.
Yes, so, and it's called The Hush. But The Shack, I read another book called The Shack, and it was totally different thing. But this one is in the community of Stony Point. You go under a trestle bridge, and you come in, and there's a little guard shack there. And it has been a big to-do in the community. They need to repaint the shack. And everybody has been voting on the colors. And they narrowed it down to 3 colors, and they had a big to-do about, what it was going to be and all this. And then they got the paint, and the commissioner there, he put a big privacy fence up around it so no one could sneak a peek on what the color was going to be. And then they had a big community event. Everybody came out with their grills and their beach chairs for the big reveal of when they took down the walls and you could see the shack, because it's the first thing that you see as you come into the community of Stony Point Beach. And this is located in Connecticut. And in the process of all of this stuff going on, that's why it's called The Shack, is because of that. But in this little town, there's all these different friends, and the inn owner, Elsa, and her compadre, so to speak, I guess, Celia, who works with her, who was engaged to her son, who passed away, she was pregnant with his child, and she didn't know it at the time. Anyway, they end up going to San Francisco because her friend calls her out there. And so in the other book, it's all about their trip getting out there and all the things that happen getting there. And then this is what happens when they get there. And Celia's mother, Heather Gray, has a special jewelry.
I found this on the web.
Well, good, Siri. We're not really.
We're talking about Sylvia, not Siri.
No, I'm sorry. Siri's answering me here. Anyway, she has her own jewelry business, and she makes jewelry for the, big stars and things like this. And her business is called August Dove, and there's a significance behind the name. And Celia goes to meet her mother, confront her mother, because her mother left her when she was a baby, when she was just a little girl. Mm-hmm. And now Celia has a baby, and she just can't imagine a mother that would leave their child. And so she's going here, and Elsa doesn't know anything about this. Mm-hmm. Okay, so Elsa also doesn't know that there's a secret liaison between Celia and the lobster man, Shane. And by the way, this would pair well with lobster. So again, why I chose it. But anyway, so he goes out there, and he's like there on the sly. Mm-hmm. Elsa doesn't know he's there because she's gone off with her friend Ren, and Celia's going to confront her mother in her store. And Shane's like, ooh, this could go really bad. So he's this really nice guy. And he says, I'm going to come, and I'm going to stay in a different part of the town and everything. So that happens. And the meeting, happens and everything. And he's there to support Celia. And I'm not going to go into the meeting and all that occurs, because that would ruin the book for you. So I'm not going to do that. And then, lo and behold, Elsa comes back early. And it's never good when people don't go by the schedule.
I don't know why you're looking at me.
We have a plan and we have a schedule, and we go by the schedule. Don't be changing things. Yeah. Don't be coming home early or late. Come on. We have a plan. I have to have a plan. And I work my plan. And when my plan gets unplanned, I don't know what. Never mind. I digress.
So, getting a little personal there, Becky.
But anyway, with this, she ends up saying something that she's like, wait a minute, who is that? Why is that person here? He's supposed to be in Maine. What's he doing in San Francisco? I mean, it's kind of hard to say I was in the neighborhood when you live in Maine. Yeah, so it's going to be interesting to see how that all turns out, because I have not yet seen how it all turns out. And this is what I love about these books. I know, you know how when you finish a book and you have book hangover and you're like, oh no, I want it to last forever. Well, she writes the Seaside Saga like a TV series, and that means every book has a cliffhanger. So if you don't like cliffhangers, you might not like that, but just know it's going to be satisfied in the opening pages of the next book. And so, and she is such a prolific writer, you don't have to wait a whole year. Like this one came out back at the beginning. I had it I could have read it at spring break. Now we're into Memorial Day weekend coming up soon, and I'm going to have the next one. And then after that, I'll have the next one around Labor Day.
Oh, nice.
And sometimes she even throws a Christmas or holiday or winter novel in there too. This woman produces 3 to 4 books a year. I'm telling you, it is amazing how she writes. And I just love her. She's one of my favorite authors. She's an author that you can just kind of fall into the pages. And, you have a stressful time in your life and you just need to relax. This is what you do. You just pick up a good author that really speaks to you, and it just kind of lowers your blood pressure.
Yeah.
It really does. And so, you just kind of get calm there. And that's what I really like about her writing is I just fall into the writing. I fall into the characters. I feel I've read so much about them. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't show up and, want to have a low country bowl at the beach house. So, But anyway, if you have not read Joanne DiMaio, shame on you. You should. Definitely 5 stars. I've yet to read a book of hers that I couldn't give 5 stars to, because she is that kind of author. She never ever disappoints. So anyway, pick up the first one, Blue Jeans and Coffee Beans. That's the very number 1. I've talked to my friend. I've shared it with her, and we're going to the beach, and she said, bring numbers 1 and 2. I'm going to get started on it. And so they're in my library. And when it started out, I brought 3 different sets, because I had a set at the beach, I had a set here, and I had a set that I kept loaning out to people here. And then as time went on, I only have my set that's here now, because people kept taking them from the beach house. And then I ended up like giving away the others, and then I just had mine. So anyway, but pick up Joanne DiMaio and start with Blue Jeans and Coffee Beans, and catch up with me on soon to be number 24.
All
All right, bye guys.
Bye guys.